Hello, my lovely Aquariuses, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your bi-weekly pre-shuffle with me. This is going to cover all the way until after the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 4th, although you know all of my readings are timeless. All of them. Okay, that is just because I'm taking next Monday off. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead. I do want to get one of the animal oracles for you guys. The download that I have for you is fresh faces. New, different people, a breath of fresh air. So you may be connecting with new people. You may be, I don't know, just putting yourself in places to like meet new people, attract new people. There just might be something new, freshen up the pool a little bit. So let's take a look and see. Or you could even be just kind of like reconnecting with some old friends, but like in a very new way. Let's see. Let me get one for Aquarius. What's Aquarius's energy for this 2 weeks ahead, please? I'm very gentle with these cards, by the way. Thank you. Oh, the firefly. You guys are so cute. The firefly is like everyone just like, you know what, Aquarius? You might be the new fresh face in some environment. You may be like new and interesting and different to somebody else or to something that you've got going on. You may be the firefly. You may just shine your little light and you just attract so much. Oh, that's very sexy. The wolf. Let's go ahead and read from the bookie book. Okay. I actually want to start with the firefly. Okay, these are not like organized like in any kind of way. So bear with me. It's always like this when I'm trying to find, because they're not by alphabet. They're not like, I think it's okay. The firefly. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. Ooh, there is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious, and elusive light? When you're in balance, you write, you create, you brainstorm. When you're out of balance, you burn out and you feel dull. To bring yourself back into balance, write a poem or draw. That is so interesting. Okay. Wow, Aquarius. So you may get some sudden flash of insider inspiration. Why can't I talk right now? Insider inspiration. You may even be the muse to somebody else being very creative and creatively inspired. So if this is a connection that you have with someone, you're out doing something new, with some new, and you meet somebody and there's a spark, you want to like capture it so that it doesn't like fade, because it's like what it says, like it can quickly fade. Okay, let's take a look at the wolf energy. So for some of you, it'll be more social, and for some of you, it'll be more inspirational. But in either case, just like really hop on it. That's what I want to say. Here we go. The wolf. Guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. When you're in balance, you are reliable, democratic, and fearless. When you're out of balance, you are judgmental and dominating. Oh, that's hilarious. To bring yourself back into balance, practice letting go. This is cool. This is pretty cool. Okay, so this is interesting though, Aquarius. So these next 2 weeks, I'm seeing like Rammstein. So I've read a lot of interviews with Rammstein, obviously, and so they talk about the longevity of this band and how all 6 of them like they just go through so much together, like as best friends. And so this is kind of like the pack energy. Like, who is your pack? You may even be forming a new tribe or a new pack based off of like a new inspiration, or there could be a pack or a tribe that you're already part of, like, your people. But the fresh new faces, that fresh energy is just fresh inspiration for an existing, I don't know, love relationship, an existing friendship, an existing, thing. But just bear in mind all of the other guidance about being super dominating. That's funny. Okay, let's take a look. What is the King of Swords? There you are. There you are, showing up in your own reading, in your own position, the first position. So these next 2 weeks, Aquarius, you're very strong in your energy. You're very much like, I know what I know. I know what I want. I know what I think. I know what I think. And I would say you have very good strategy, very good planning abilities. Ooh, this could be your pack, the Hierophant. This can be you pledging your allegiance to either an ideology. It could be pledging your allegiance to this group or pack mentality. This can also be some parts of it where it's a little bit crusty and outdated. So, depending on if this is like new people, new faces, or if this is just that element of the new in something that is already there, you'll know that. You'll know if you've got like a great group or tribe or family or whatever, and you just need to inject some fresh energy, and where you can start new things with like new people. And maybe both. Maybe you can do both. Oh, right in my lap. Goodness gracious. Oh no. Oh, and the Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. We're going to clarify. All of these positions we shall clarify for the Aquariuses, because that does speak to a disappointment. This could even be kind of like that wolf energy that someone, like you might, here's the hard part. I'm an Aquarius moon, so I get your vibe. Like, I totally get it. You might be brilliant and genius, and you might know the right thing to do or what should be done, but others around you might be slow on the uptake. It might just be too new for them. They're just not ready for it. They may be very resistant to your inspiration. You might be like, she just showed me this. I don't know if you guys saw Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg and Jennifer Aniston. I don't want to spoil it, but I will. Spoiler alert. Well, he's recruited as a singer to join this new band. I mean, it's not a new band, it's like his favorite band of all time. And they hire him like kind of just as a singer. And they take the summer off and he goes and writes like all these songs and gets super creative. And he goes back to work on it with this band. And this is a band that he's looked up to his entire life. And they're like, oh, all the new songs have already been written. And he's really upset. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, I got really creative. I wrote all this stuff. I wanted us to workshop this all together. And he's like, so and so and I write all the songs, and he's like, he's really upset. Mark Wahlberg, the lead singer, Steel Dragon is the name. I won't sing it for you because it's embarrassing. But he's like, you don't expect me to be just some singer for hire, do you? But they do. They just want him to sing the songs. They want to write the songs. They just want him to sing the songs. And so it's kind of like you might have some like brilliant idea of like where to take the family in a new direction, or where you take, maybe you're introducing something new to your friend groups or even your marriage. Like, this can definitely be, you want to introduce something new to your marriage and be like, hey, let's do something fun together. But it doesn't land. And you're upset about it because you're very much Aquarius, like taking the lead on this, and you're like, you don't get it. Like, I know this is going to be great. I know this is going to be awesome. Damn. We'll do the cut. We'll do 4 cuts for my aquas, and then we'll clarify. Okay. Let's take a look at this King of Swords, the Hanged Man. Ah, man. So you really are like inspired. You have this change in perspective, Aquarius. You see something in a whole different way. You're enlightened. You're enlightened because you're in the King of Swords energy. You're like very, very strong. You're like, no, this is it, man. I know what I know. Damn. What's this Hierophant? The Ace of Pentacles, Lord of the Root of the Powers of Earth. God. See, I really feel like this is you trying to update the establishment, trying to update the contract, trying to update the bonds, trying to update the commitment, you know, just like breathe some fresh something into it. This could even be you renegotiating a contract. And what's this Three of Swords? Oh, the Empress, daughter of the mighty ones. Wow. Yeah, if you're renegotiating renegotiating a contract, Aquas, you might not get everything you want. If this is marriage, if you're with your lover, you're having, this can mean that like you are changing your mind about marriage, about the institution, and the other person disappoints you. There's something that they just don't want. Or sometimes this Empress can be a pregnant person. So for some of you, it's that, and there's some upsetting energy with it. If this is a new person you're meeting, gosh, that's like, there may be a value difference, or you just have very, let me just put it this way. Over these next 2 weeks, you have very strong leanings and ideations moving forward. And it'll come up against the establishment. It'll come up against conventionality. It'll come up against even it might just be different value systems. Ooh, this is going to be juicy. Okay, so, you know, you're going to want this fresh energy. You're going to get inspired with this Firefly. And you might even be attracted with this Knight of, ooh, and the Hanged Man under that. Ugh, man, your tastes, what attracts you might even be changing. Now, here's the thing. You might disappoint someone that you've already committed to. You might disappoint people that you've already committed to because you're growing and evolving and you're having different tastes. And you're like, well, I just want to like do something different. I want to try something new and different. Like, what's wrong with that? And they might be disappointed because they had already decided who you are. Okay. Link down in the description box below to the extended for these next couple of weeks. Aquas, I love you dearly. Until next time, my loves, many, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.